Hello everybody, it's Robin Levant coming to you from Dome Creek, British Columbia, and I just wanted to make a small video today to show you some of the salad dressings and the mayonnaise and some dips. So I'm going to try to keep this short and sweet because Facebook doesn't like it when I try to upload long videos and then I have to go through YouTube, and anyway, it gets complicated. So today, since we're having Greek salad tonight, I am going to quickly whip up some Greek dressing. And this Greek dressing mix can be used as just a seasoning, a Greek seasoning, or to make salad dressing. So it's super easy to mix up. It only has a couple of ingredients that you have to add. And I'm going to show you my salad dressing cruet. This is an old one actually. Salad dressing cruet, which Epicure sells in the catalog, and a great little funnel so you don't make a mess all over your counter, and of course our measuring spoon, 4-in-1 measuring spoon. So in order to make the Greek dressing, we just need to add 2 tablespoons of mix, and this one's almost empty. I have a new one here in case I don't have enough. So we just use our 1 tablespoon. And usually I would just dip this into the jar because it does fit perfectly in all of the Epicure jars, but there isn't much left, so it's kind of hard to scoop it out of the bottom. So we're going to do 1, and you know what, I'm just going to dump the rest in because there's only about 2 tablespoons left. So that's perfect. So we got 2 tablespoons of the Greek dressing mix, and then we're going to put 3/4 cup of olive oil in. The same thing, I mean, this goes in lickety split, right? All the way down. No mess, no fuss. Then a 1/4 cup of red wine vinegar. It really adds a nice flavor, actually. So those guys are in. We take our funnel out. We put our lid on. We give it a good shake. And you only need to let this sit for about a half an hour and it's ready to go. Beautiful. Look at that. It's beautiful. It's so, so good. Whether you want to use it on Greek salad or just on a tossed salad, or, you know, mix it in with a potato salad, even pasta salad. If you did like a pasta salad with olives and onions and tomatoes in it, and then mix this in, it's so good. And then I keep mine in the fridge because if you put this in the fridge, and since it's just herbs and spices, olive oil and vinegar, it will actually keep in the fridge for a couple of months. Mind you, it won't last that long, but you can. And it does separate the oil and the vinegar. So then you just warm it up on your counter for about 20 or 30 minutes and shake it, and it's good to go. So there you go. So easy, hey? So easy. So that's the Greek dressing. Now there's other dressings from Epicure too. This one here, Dijon tarragon, is excellent. It is so good mixed up. And all you add to this mix is mayonnaise and sour cream or yogurt and a tablespoon of Dijon mustard and the dressing mix. So I would normally with this one, because it calls for thicker ingredients, is I would mix it up in my 4-cup prep bowl, which is also from Epicure. There's a lovely lid for it too. And then I would use my whisk and whisk it up really good first. Then I would dump it into one of these guys to keep in the fridge. I find that's the easier way to do it for that one, because sometimes to try to squeeze mayonnaise down through the funnel, you can do it. I've done it. You can do it, no problem, but it just gets a little bit tricky to do. So there you go, the Dijon tarragon, which is just an excellent dressing. It has a really nice flavor. There's also the Caesar. The same thing, it's a little thick to mix up, so I would whisk it up in a bowl first and then dump it down through the funnel into your container. The Caesar dressing is awesome. That takes, I should know this by heart because I've made it so many times, mayo or Greek yogurt, lemon juice, olive oil, milk, and crushed garlic cloves in the mix. It is excellent. So, so good. And then of course we already showed you the Greek. And I wanted to show you guys a couple of the new ones. We have the Chop. These come in packages, these new products that just came out in 2022. We have this Chop salad mix, which I made up about a week ago. And it was so incredibly thick, which was wonderful. But I ended up adding a bit more olive oil and water just to thin it out. Because look at that. I mean, it is a thick dressing. Now this has been in the fridge, so it thickened up, and it has such an amazing flavor. It could be used just as a dip too. But it has, oh my gosh, it's bursting with flavor. You only need about a teaspoon for a salad because it is really, really incredible flavor. And I believe that I really had a few things to mix that up with too. And actually they do recommend, like if you wanted to make a chicken salad, you would put a few tablespoons in with your chicken while you're cooking it and then make it into like a hot salad or even a cold salad. And I believe it just takes olive oil, water, honey mustard. And it does say the dressing will be thick, but it's awesome. Mixed up with nice chunky salad bits like that. Oh my, I love it. It has such a wonderful, wonderful flavor. And another new one they have is this tahini power bowl. So as you can see, this is my one from the fridge, and I label it so that the kids know what it is, the tahini dressing. So I made this on January 9th, and we're still eating it. And so the same thing, sometimes it separates, the oil goes on the bottom, but you just give it a shake and it's good to go. And it's so flavorful. I love tahini dressing. We love our salads around here, especially in wintertime. I just love to have that crunch. So anyway, that's an awesome, awesome one. So you do need tahini though. To mix up that one, it calls for water, tahini, and olive oil, and mix with this packet of spices. So super easy to mix up, extremely tasty. You know, these are great for if you're making up your lunches ahead of time for the week. You know, you can make up even like a salad in a jar, put a few tablespoons of the dressing mix on top, put the lid on, stick it in the fridge. You could do 2 or 3 of those, a couple different ones, like a couple of the tahini power bowl ones, a couple chop salad ones, and then you can have your meals in jars for lunches for the week. You know, it's very, very convenient. So another thing I wanted to show you quickly is this Better Than Mayo mix that Epicure has come out with. And this is a plant-based vegan mix. So you get this big pouch of powder, and you only need a couple little scoopfuls to make, actually it makes more than a cup. It says on here a cup. So I made this on, same thing, January 9th. So this is the mayonnaise. It's been in the fridge. We've been slowly eating it. This was just one recipe, and like I said, 2 little scoops out of here. Like this thing's gonna make a ton of mayonnaise. And all you had to add to it was water and oil, and then a tablespoon of white or apple cider vinegar. Now on here, theirs came out quite white, and I think that's because they used the white vinegar. I used the apple cider vinegar, and I used some pretty strong olive oil, so it came out quite yellow. But I want to show you how incredibly thick this is. Look at this. For homemade mayonnaise, oh, it's falling off my spoon. Very thick, very tasty. Next time I might add a bit of salt to it, because I found it didn't, because Epicure makes a lot of like extremely low salt. They probably don't even have any salt in this, for heaven's sake. A little bit of sea salt, actually, yes. So I found I like to have a bit more salt in my stuff, but I can't believe how thick this is after being in the fridge. Anyways, awesome mayonnaise. So good and so easy to mix up. And then the other thing I wanted to show you was lots of times I will make up the creamy ranch dip mix. Where is it? It's almost gone, actually. Check this out. It's just about gone. The creamy ranch dip mix. And then I'll add a bit of extra milk or oil or a little bit of water, just something to thin it out, because I like to use it as a salad dressing. So this is the creamy ranch. Hopefully you can see it there. Anyway, so I've made it a bit thinner, but we had this last night on our salad because we had lasagna, and then I wanted sort of a creamy dressing for our salad. Anyway, so that's really good. So that's what I'll do. And then you can also use this as a chip dip. I mean, this is still thick enough to use as a dip for veggies or chip dip, but the creamy ranch is a really good dressing. Okay, and then the other thing I was going to show you, for any of you that are new to Epicure, or you're kind of thinking, oh, it's just dip mixes, whatever. I want to explain things like this 3 onion dip mix. Okay, yes, you can make it into a dip, absolutely. But, you know, if you think about it, there's 3 different kinds of dried onions in here. People use it in their meatloaf. People use it in soups, stews, anything you want onion flavor for. It's just excellent to use. I have some people who don't ever make dip with their dip mixes. They just use them as seasonings, as spices, and they're so versatile. You know, they're absolutely awesome. So the 3 onion is just something to always have in your cupboard, because anything you want onion flavor for, use it. Another excellent one is the herb and garlic. Now I have to say the herb and garlic makes excellent chip dip. It is so good. So yeah, there's tons. Oh my gosh, the garlic. Lots of garlic. Excellent. Herb and garlic as a dip, as a seasoning. It's excellent in mashed potatoes. The flavor it gives to mashed potatoes is out of this world. We also have cheese, chives, and bacon dip mix, so I don't have much of this left. It's one of our favorites. This is excellent in scrambled eggs. A couple teaspoons in your scrambled eggs. So good. Then we have something now that is actually low inventory, which is only available for January. This is the spinach dip mix. Look at the colors in there. Absolutely amazing. So this is only available till supplies last, and it is low inventory. So there you go. There's the spinach dip. Okay, well, I think I have sort of hit on everything that I wanted to hit on today. Just gonna have a quick look at my list. Yeah, I think I did. And one thing I do want to show you guys is this spatula. Whoa, this thing's excellent for getting out the last little bits out of your jars, for mixing things. It's absolutely wonderful. So that's available through Epicure, and I think I already showed you the mini whisk and this little guy. Those are all utensils I use every day. All right, everybody, thanks for watching. Hopefully I touched on something that you didn't know, and for those of you that are new, hopefully I gave you a bit more information. So have a good day, everybody. Bye for now.